What's up guys, it's Joe with Strictly Commerce, back again with another video. Today we're going to be going over 5 Amazon FBA wholesale tips. So inside of this video, we're going to be going over 5 tips that you should know when starting or scaling Amazon FBA with the wholesale model. Inside of the wholesale model, what this means is that we're purchasing products in bulk from wholesale distributors, name branded goods such as paper towels, cleaning products, beauty products, health and household items, stuff like that from these distributors that are selling B2B to us, where we buy in bulk by the pallet or by the case pack, and then those items shipped to us and then repackaged and sent off to Amazon FBA. So inside of this video, we're gonna go over 5 tips that'll help you start and scale your business with wholesale. So the first tip that I have for you when starting and trying to land distributor accounts and wholesalers is to, number 1, call your distributors. The best way to open up a wholesale account and the best way to actually land wholesale distributor accounts is to physically pick up the phone and call them. Even better if you can go and actually meet them in person. It gives you more of a personal relationship. These distributors get a ton of emails and a ton of online inquiries, and really the best way to get in front of them and get in touch with a sales rep as quickly as possible is to call them. A lot of people have a hard time with this, but it's something that once you get out of your shell and start calling them, that's where you'll really start to see yourself land more wholesale accounts. The second tip is to do your research at once and then do all of your contacting at once. So when you're starting up with wholesale and trying to land new distributor accounts, I recommend that you do all of your research in one shot, meaning that you spend a week or a couple days at least finding distributors, making a list of 10, 20, maybe 30 different distributors that you want to contact, and then waiting till you have that list, then contacting all of them. If you try and go on Google and find one, then call them, then have a voicemail, then try and find another one and call them, you're never really going to get anywhere. So the second tip is definitely do all of your research at once and then call them all at once and contact them at once. My third tip in regards to Amazon FBA wholesale is to actually be a good customer. For example, calling up your rep and maybe sending them a gift around Christmas, or calling up your rep and talking to them about something other than just wholesale once you start to do business with them. When you're receiving orders, when you have a couple of bottles of something that are broken, rather than giving your rep a hard time about $40 worth of product, just let it go sometimes and try and be a good customer, because going back and forth with them and making more of a problem is making you less of a good customer. And in the end, or the grand scheme of things, if one case is broken and you lose $20, it's fine, because if it's a larger order. Obviously, there are some instances where you'll receive a ton of goods, and I'm not saying just let your rep or let your distributor take advantage of you. But when you're a good customer and you try not to make too much of a hard time for them, you build out that relationship further. And what that'll do for you down the line is your rep will give you better deals, better discounts, access to more products. They'll go out of their way to find you products that you might need. In this business, relationship is key, and being a good customer to your rep and being a good person will go a really long way. The fourth tip about wholesale is that you won't know if a wholesaler is good until you actually go and place an order. So the process kind of goes like where you contact a wholesaler, open up an account, fill out an application, and then get a catalog from them. Once you go through their catalog, you'll start to see whether or not they have good items that you can actually purchase or not. However, you won't really know if they're a good distributor until a couple weeks down the line, because what you're gonna do is, once you get their catalog, you're gonna go through everything and see what you can order, and then you're gonna place an order. Once you place that order, you're either going to be told that they have X amount of product where they can fill almost all of it, or they might not be able to send you much of your order, and you might place $10,000 worth of stuff and they might only have 1,000. So you won't know if they're a good distributor until you get that first order out and see how much they can fill. And then even a couple orders down the line, you won't know how good they are until they start to give you discounts, or you can negotiate pricing, if they consistently have the same items in stock, etc. So once you get an account open and do all that legwork, you definitely want to see the distributor out a bit if they have semi-decent product, because your best accounts might be ones that are okay at first and then become really good in a month or two down the line. The fifth and final tip about Amazon FBA wholesale that I have is utilize replenishable goods to your advantage. So once you create an order a couple of times and you're ordering the same product over and over, you don't actually have to do product research over again. When you place your first order and you sell out a bunch of stuff from a good distributor, utilize all those good products again and replace them if they have it. This will make you save a ton of time. You won't have to go back through the catalog, and then you can place a lot more items in a shorter amount of time, because you're just copying and pasting SKUs into the next order with a larger quantity, and then you can still go and find more items so your order becomes more valuable. So utilizing replenishables is like one of the best tips with wholesale, and down the line when you purchase more goods, those items will even start to get cheaper because you'll start to get quantity discounts and ordering more product and better products and stuff like that. So overall, the 5 best tips for Amazon FBA wholesale are: 1, to call your distributors; 2, to do your research all at once and then contact all your distributors at once; 3 is to be a good customer because you have to know that relationship is key; 4, you won't know if a wholesaler is good until you actually place an order or 2 with them; and 5, to utilize replenishable goods to your advantage. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you for your business.